All right, it is 5:30, August 11th, 2026, and we're going to start the Thurston County Fire Protection District 8 Board meeting. So I'm calling it to order. So first on our agenda is public comments. Brent, did you want to talk during public comments, or I don't see a spot for you on this?
I was just gonna add an update for the Station 83 project.
Okay,
So. Whatever.
is that on here? I just want to see. Oh, I just want to do it now. You want to do it now?
Sure, we received 4 bids, see about 2-ish weeks ago. They ranged anywhere from 400,000-ish all the way up to 700,000. The engineer had, estimated it'd be around 350 to 400,000. So they're, evaluated all the bids. There was one, I believe they're from Rochester, KCL. And we're moving ahead with them. It sounds like they've already moved ahead with contacting the silo company for building the new tank and working on permits and whatnot. So hopefully,
So
sounds
you've
like
already started, they're getting ready to start.
they're getting ready to start. Sounds like the end of August is when they'll start doing work on the grounds.
And they were Castile.
What's this?
What's the name of the company?
KCL.
KCL.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one. All right. Anybody have any questions for Brent?
No.
Thanks, Brent.
Mhm.
Okay, so we have the chief's reports. And
Sure, if there's any questions, Chief Acamp did get the report out, and for July, so if there's any details or anything, I can ask somebody else for clarification.
Yeah, right. No, I didn't have any questions.
on to collaboration update.
Collaboration update really was, Chief Acamp just wanted to point out that they met again, July 27th. No real updates at this point as far as, changes or progress on that, and then the meeting is Monday.
17th.
Right. So it's Monday, but no other updates.
Okay, staffing report.
Staffing report, we look the same as we were last month. We have the same number of members. We are fully staffed on our career members, but we do have 2 members that are been out for a bit, which would impact our overtime because we still maintained our staff in 83. Still number of our members.
Okay, and they're still on working towards getting back.
Yes, one should be back soon, and then one we're very hopeful.
Lesser soon and lesser soon.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So the resident program update, there was a document.
Yeah, document was sent out, and an attachment there right now for you. We can go into as much depth as you want, have highlights that can like to kind of clarify or point out. But in the end, I think the document is Chief recommends is portion E on the back page. Chief recommends maintaining this study as we move forward with our 27 and our 5-year plan. There's elements of it might tie into some of that. Good news was that WSRB recently made a change on their profiling status. When you make a rating, there would be a 7. There used to be a 5-mile area of a station. So for us, station 82 has been our biggest weakness for WSRB rating. And had a 5-mile requirement for an area for the response to get credit for, and that gave Johnson Point up at the end our biggest challenge of not having that. WSRB recently, just as of June, changed their mileage to 7 miles, which from a WSRB perspective, that's good news for us, because it directly impacts how that rating looks at. It doesn't obviously make a difference real world, response or anything to do with that, but from a rating perspective, that was good news. The rest of the board kind of gets through, again, I can detail if you like, but just reviewing the objectives, what we're trying to do, improve staffing, continue to WSRB, identify some of the challenges we've had in getting people in there. This phase one for a variety of reasons. Program qualification pathway, one of the things we thought was going to be the case When we first set up the resident program, is we could maintain people that require them to be a firefighter, an EMT, a driver operator on all of our stuff. And then we didn't end up having enough people that had all those qualifications and that were interested in, that were
In housing.
in, meetings. So part of the recommendation I would think we could consider is modifying our program to have more of an individualized, if somebody isn't quite, and get it, or if they aren't quite, we can set up individual agreements with people. It might give us some flexibility to allow, rather just a blanket, you already are not qualified, but rather look more individually at people that this program might help.
Sort of consider it as in training for specific elements with agreements about progress and that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Exactly.
okay. I wasn't aware that I didn't know we didn't have it already. I mean, that was kind of
It's
how I
very
thought about it,
specific
but, yeah.
before, and so, but there's only one person there most of the time,
Yeah,
right?
we've got 2 people there now, and in both cases, they were exceptions that Chief Hancock had approved them to live there.
Yeah,
It's a
I
long
kind of
time.
like that, I like the new idea, that's good. Maybe encourage people to keep going, not just give up.
So we're open. So that's the idea on that. And then also.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Hello. So I read through your whole report and everything. And I did like the idea of that Pierce College, ambulance, if that was something that would be sustainable. It was in your what page? It was the target recruit and lateral qualification candidate. That seemed interesting because kids that are going to college may not want to live at home, but we could benefit from they're going through the training already and staying at the resident house. And also with the ambulance people, that might they don't want to live at home, but they're still qualified to be able to do the ambulance and the aid car and all that. So what you wrote in there, I liked those ideas. Whether we pursue that or not, it's just my opinion. I thought that was a good idea.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, that kind of gets into the idea of having alternative tracks. We have modified our volunteer program several times as we've evolved, as we changed, made a lot of different changes. The most recent one was the idea that we're looking for solely non-career minded people that might be with us for long periods of time. And that's a great goal, a great idea, but far fewer people that might help that. So by having this idea, might supplement another track. People who might be career minded, but the resident program will be potentially more beneficial for someone like that. Understanding that we still would be dealing with, most likely we'd be dealing with higher attrition because it would move on. But the idea, if we do a combination of the flexible, work with them on an individual basis on who stays there, continuing, Lily and I actually went to Bates Community College, talked to them just a few months ago. Continuing doing that, we've visited Pierce and talked to private ambulance before, but continuing into those might supplement, understanding higher attrition, but some of the trade-off being that we don't likely have to pay for them with the academy because they've already come in. So that cost portion should save, with the trade-off understanding that attrition is a bit of a factor. So having another track that would ideally.
This isn't South Bay, but this is national program. The residence program's hard to find anybody with their hands up in the air for that nationally. Yep. And I think this document's great because you're thinking about all outside the box and it comes down to advertising and right people in the right spot. Right? It's going to be a hard one to fill. WSB's every 5 years. We just did it in 2026. We have some time to start recruiting, thinking about different strategies to recruit the right people for those positions.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but WSRB sort of gave us credit for having a plan and not just saying, oh, we don't know what to do. We don't. So, I mean, this is moving the ball forward on our plan as well.
Role highlights, but there's some more details we want to talk about.
Of your current volunteers, do you have anybody interested in that program?
I haven't had anybody officially approach me, but I have had at least one battalion chief mention I have a couple people interested. I wanted to kind of formalize as to sort of what we're willing to do before getting out too much and recruiting too hard without making a problem. I don't promise anybody how it's gonna look when we have a little committee to how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I can't say right now. I already got 3 weeks.
Hey. Nice. So there's more work to be done. You guys are still working on this. This
No,
is just.
this is
what
This is
you-
the
okay.
document, this is the deliverable for goal 1, part
Okay.
3.
Okay.
As we need modified, of course, it's still flexing in the future as we move forward, but the idea is just have some data in hand, and some ideas for as we move on later.
Right.
That's just a recommendation.
Okay, thanks for sharing this. Okay, so we're on to the goal 2, COG update steps. Are you doing that one? Yeah.
So we attended 2 events in July. One was the Boston Harbor Bike Parade on the 3rd, and we did the Tumwater Independence Day Parade on the 4th. And we also just attended the National Night Out on August 4th. More details next month. So it's been going well. The most popular post was about tender operations. Got a lot of information on that one.
Thank you for that update. Secretary Ford. That's you as well.
So there are just 2 items for approval. One is the minutes from last month, July 14th.
I'll make a motion. July.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, and
I,
then we have the warrants.
had one question, I think it's an easy answer. On the last page, number 779, tree removal and stump grinding, did that have to do with Station 83 or was that over here?
We removed the tree that, somebody brought to our attention that blocks the, solar panels.
Oh, yeah, that guy that brought that up, yeah.
And
That
then
was me.
the trees, kind of on the tender side of the pad, they were getting rather big. We've cut them back before, they're just like grow like weeds, so we had a ground this time. Hopefully they don't grow back at all, and then cleaned up a little bit down by the road around the sign, just so the sign could be visible, and then also so that the trucks have better views when they're going out.
And they cover 1 apple tree.
Yeah, our 1 apple tree that's left.
And Lillian, I already talked to you about the question I had about the warrants. There was 2 dates. There was the board meeting, and then there was the 27th or 28th. I also came in to meet with chief. And, okay, so there was 2 dates in July that
I'll make a note.
I can send you the email I sent Heidi. I didn't. Okay, right. So
I have one as well. 764, looks like a $21 for a recognition gift, 2026.
I'll double check on that.
Oops, say it again, what was it?
It said recognition gift, and I didn't know if that was from the February boards banquet or.
I believe that's for the next awards banquet, but I'll double check on that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. I'll move to approve the warrants as presented.
I'll say,
okay. Did you say that was
All in favor?
all in favor?
Say aye.
I'm
Aye.
sure that's an excellent.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? No? All right,
Okay.
so the warrants are in favor. It's not in my mind tonight, apparently.
Yeah.
All right, so we have announcements about the Skip Edwards Memorial.
So Rich Fleckler.
It's gonna be
been talking.
I'm not sure what's going on with the video, with the sound, but it keeps breaking in and out, so I can't even hear what you guys are saying.
We were talking about Rich Gleckler's memorial and we're waiting for the time and the place for
Okay.
it. We think it's
Okay.
at the Tillman Air Museum.
Okay.
Details to be confirmed.
I'm sure they'll send us an email, hopefully, or we'll hear it maybe by the next meeting, they'll know, 'cause that's pretty close to the date. All right, thank you, Ronan. All right, so we're up, commissioners' comments.
Just a couple things.
Well, before that, I know the SNUR conference is coming up. And we're supposed to sign up for that. And I don't know if it's in where we can do it Zoom. So if we can do it Zoom, I'd like to be signed in to do Zoom with the SNUR conference.
Did it say on the email? I didn't.
It didn't that I saw, but that's.
Yes, it does. It does have a Zoom option also.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna zoom in.
So that's just a follow up with Heidi or Lillian, but for what your registration is.
Two comments. One, thank you to the members, specifically Chief LeMay. If I missed any of the South Bay, I apologize for being taking part of Shaky Johnson's procession last week before. I do have a date and a location for his funeral, which is the 29th of August. 29th of August, yeah, it's at 1 p.m. at Evergreen Christian Center.
Okay. Any other comments from the commissioners?
I have none.
Right. All right, so moving forward, we have review and follow-up.
Yeah, follow up for email inquiry from Commissioner Long. We're gonna do two and we're gonna update on. Collection on awards, banquet bill, Commissioner Hunter. And request to clarify the details of the SNUR conference and the Zoom conference from Commissioners of the
All right, well, want to call this, we're close. How do you like that? You know what? And I haven't had anything to drink. We adjourn.
What's in your bottle?
It's not open yet. But
Okay.
I'd like to check it.
Okay. See you later. Bye, guys.